right, not sure if folks are joining, but I just got a text that let us know that schools are staying closed until at least May 1st now. So that's a little disheartening sometimes, and it's a little hard for me to process every day. But let's give folks maybe another minute or two to join in, and then I'll keep making sure that all this stuff is working, and hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know if there's a way to give me feedback and say like yes or no, or louder, or not so loud, or you guys turn your headphones up, or whatever. I don't know. I haven't done Zoom yet, so we'll see how this is going. Zoom people, let's see, switch camera. You guys can see me, sort of. Alright. And I think I have you guys muted on Zoom. But I learned Zoom from an 8-year-old, so. Alright, good. We're getting in. Alright, we'll go another minute or two. This is the first live experience that I've ever done, and it's a little weird, but it's alright. You guys get to do some yoga in my living room with me today. So we will get a little stretch out. We'll start with a little meditation, and I don't know, just kind of move our bodies a little bit, do whatever feels good, and just get some time together, and yeah. So let me start my timer so I know that we're staying on track, because I know my yogis at Clayton Valley, you guys have a lot of work to do. I do know that. So that's I can give you guys a little break in your day. Again, I hope you can hear me. Thank you for being here. And luckily the screens are both really far away from me, so I can't see. And yeah, I know a lot of you guys are still learning how to do the Zoom stuff and Instagram Live, and I couldn't figure out YouTube Live, so here we are. To get started today, I'm going to pull a card from this deck here. This is not something that we really do in class because it just stays in time. But they're called healing cards, and they sometimes they all have different messages on the back and different meanings. So I'm going to shuffle them up, and as we start in our meditation today, I'll shuffle them, and then when it feels right, I will pick one. So if you're ready, and you're just joining us, let's go ahead and find your seat. Make it really comfortable. Wiggle your seat down onto your mat or your floor. I know a lot of you are sharing time with family and animals, and if they're there, great. If they're not, maybe this is your alone time for the day. But let's sit and get really comfortable. Sit really tall. Lean back so your shoulders are over your hips. And your breath is going in through your nose. Exhale, let it go out your mouth. And maybe close your eyes down. And if this yoga experience is maybe a little different than class, because there might be nobody with you. Maybe nobody's watching you. And I know in class that sometimes is a little bit of something that holds us back, because we're worried about people watching us. But right now, nobody's watching you. Maybe. A few more breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just let anything that might be tightening up in your chest or your belly or anything that's going on in your mind, let that out with a noise with each exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Then let your breath go back to being normal. And While you sit here and connect down with your mat and with yourself, I'll shuffle these cards. And I want you to just tap into now, into your belly, into your legs, your chest, and notice how your body's feeling. How does it feel to be in your body in this moment? How does your breath feel? Is it up here, or can you breathe down more into your belly? Can you imagine that you have roots in your spine all the way going down through the earth? Spine roots weaving so deep, deep, weaving down, weaving down, weaving down, that your thick roots now connect to the center of the earth. And just take notice of what the center of the earth looks like to you. What can you visualize there? And as you breathe in, fill up with the energy from the center of the earth. Exhale to release. Another breath like that. Draw in from the energy of the earth center and let it go. We're now going to visualize above your head, right above the crown of your head, like a big bowl filled with golden light. And this golden light is pure healing energy, as gold, as shiny, as bright as you can ever imagine. Just glittering, shining gold, liquid gold in a bowl. And I want you to imagine that through the crown of your head, all the way down your spinal column, fills up with this gold healing light energy. Pure energy, pure gold. So all the way down from the top of your head, through your spine, through your body, filling up gold, gold light. And from your spine, it radiates out through your entire body. This healing source golden energy, filling your full body. You've got energy drawing up from the earth and pure light energy coming down into your body. What does it feel like? Does it feel warmer? Do you feel more relaxed? Good. Let's turn your palms over so your hands are on your knees now. And start to circle your head just a little bit. Bringing our energy a little back more into our moving body. Good. You can blink your eyes open. And the card that I drew here for our practice today is called Miracle Healing, which I think is really fitting, right? So I'll read to you a little bit about what miracle healing, what it says here in the book, it means. It says, expect a miracle. You have asked for assistance and it is coming. The more completely you surrender this situation, the more rapidly you will realize your healing. And we'll say this affirmation together if it feels right for you. In truth, everything and everyone, including myself, is healed right now. I focus on this truth instead of on illusions of fear. Wow, you guys. That's pretty fitting, right? So focusing on truth and healing. Let's let that be the tone for our practice. Let's get into a little bit of the moving. I know a lot of you guys have been sitting and laying in bed. Some of you probably just waking up. So let's come back to those neck circles. Maybe we've been staring at our computer or phone too much. I'm guilty of that too. Good. So we're sitting up tall now. Let's take one arm across your body. I think if you're looking at me, you'll be taking your left arm across. Kind of working in our shoulders. Again, slowly waking up. Good. Switch arms. In our yoga reading this week, we're talking about staying power and staying one more minute and asking ourselves if we can sit with these challenging feelings and stay in this heat, stay in this fire of discomfort. I think that's really fitting for where we're at right now too. Let's interlace your hands behind your back so your knuckles are interlaced and start to lean forward, knuckles up, head reaches towards the ground. Good. You can sway if that feels good for you. Release your hands up to your knees and we'll come on up. Let's take a few rounds of seated cat and cow, leaning back and pulling forward. So lengthening all of this part of our body that kind of gets rounded and hunched over from sitting, from laying, leaning forward and back. Good. Let's go one more each direction. And then turn these into big circles. So to the side, coming back into cat, all the way around, forward. Good. Keep circling if you want to add your head. And do whatever feels good right now. And then we'll change direction, circles moving the other way. Good. And if you can close your eyes, again, if you have this moment to yourself, close your eyes and see what that feels like in your body. Nobody's watching, nobody's judging. Do whatever feels right for you. Good. Let's come back center. Sitting up tall. Let's take your right leg out and your left leg will come in if you're staying here with me. And let's take right hand to your knee and we'll start to twist to your left. Spine sitting up tall. Back hand kind of helping you turn, but being gentle. Good. Coming back around, face your extended leg. No props today, no straps. If you have one handy, you can use it, but don't worry about it. Let's not worry about getting to your leg and stretching it, but just maybe bending it, letting your head hang down. It's cold here. It's early in the morning. My legs are a little tight. So be kind, be generous on your body. Come on up and let's switch your leg that's extended. So maybe your right leg is in, left hand to knee, and we'll twist to your right. Your chin can start to circle around. Back around, folding over your extended leg. Maybe each exhale, you soften down towards your extended leg. And if it still feels a little tight, that's okay. Good. Let's lift your chest up and come into a tabletop shape. Set your hands up so they're under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Feel strong and supported in this shape. Good. Let's drop your belly, open up for a cow pose. Pull your belly in, eyes to your thighs, round. Good. One more back and forth. Come back to a flat spine. And let's I'll kick out my right toes, straighten out my left leg. Left arm reaches up. Let's come into this modified side plank. Maybe big opening. Your top hand can reach forward. Good. Oops, I set this on a timer, I think. Stop. And reach it up. And then forward again. Hand down, back into tabletop, and we'll go the other way. So kick the other toes out. For me, I'll extend my right leg. Now I'm not facing you guys, but you get it. Top arm comes up, Reach over, bicep by your ear. Reach back towards your leg. A little bit of movement in your shoulder to warm it up. Good, back down, tabletop. There we go. Now let's extend your left leg behind you. Toes stay on your mat. Rock back and forth into your calf. Stay a while if any part of that feels really good. Easing in and out. Let's lift your left leg up. Keep your belly pulled in so your low back is supported. Left toes pointing down. Good, just working on some stability here. Strengthening all along your spine. Right arm reaches forward. Keep breathing. If you fall, that's okay. Let's reach your extended arm out to the side and back to the front and side and back to the front. Take your hand down, knee down. Sway your hips a little, shake your head out. And let's extend the other leg. So for me, my right leg is back, toes on the mat, rocking back and forth. Yeah, you guys can see the toes there, good. And if you're here live, this will count for your Wednesday workout, so that is good. Let's lift your right leg up now, toes down. Extend your left arm forward. Good. Belly still in. Left arm to the side and forward. Out to the side and forward. Good. Stay with it. Side, forward. Take your hand down and your knee down. And let's walk yourself back, or I will, so I have enough room here. Keeping my knees under my hips, walk my arms forward, coming into puppy pose. Forehead down to your mat. So think downward dog from your knees. You've got the option to come onto your chin if that flexibility is available in your upper back. If it's not, stay on your forehead. A few breaths here. Bring yourself forward into a tabletop. And let's tuck our toes, coming up and back into a downward dog. And pedal your legs out, one by one. Take it slow. Maybe this is your first real big pose or big movement of the day. And let your body wake up. Keep your knees bent and your tailbone reaching up. Hands pressing down into your mat. Let's take your feet a little bit wider, so about as wide as your mat if you're on a mat. If not, they're just a little wider than your hips. And let's walk your hands back towards your feet. Knees stay bent. Grab opposite elbows. Shake your head out and let your belly come onto your thighs as your tailbone reaches up. So your upper back is starting to lengthen. Shake your head, yes and no. Release your elbows and toe heel your feet in till they're about one fist apart. Yeah, then let's slowly roll up to stand. Good. Let your head and maybe your blood pressure kind of adjust. Shake out your legs, arms, do a little swing side to side. Yeah, sorry Zoom people, you guys don't get to see my head right now. Technology. But let's find a nice even distribution through your feet. So you're not leaning right or left, just standing evenly on both feet. And reach your arms up. Let's interlace your palms and put your pointer fingers together. So think like Charlie's Angels kind of, fingers up to the sky, and lean to the right, and up, and over to the left. And if you're my yoga students, you're probably like, what are Charlie's Angels? That's fine. Now look up, maybe lean back just a little. Soft Bend in your knees, fold over, nice and slow. No rush today, you guys, nowhere to go. Bend and straighten your legs. And we'll really slowly walk your hands forward and we'll find our plank position. And let's put our knees down, right? Come on. We don't need to be holding a full plank yet. Heels come into your seat, keep your hips low. Spin so the creases of your elbows are facing forward. We're going to lower down to your belly really slow, low, slow. Use your finger pads to help you. Good. Point your feet back behind you. Hands are back. Squeeze your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades. Baby cobra. Good. Little back bend. Lower down. Now when my feet are pointed behind me, I think you guys might see it, press your toenails into your mat. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Then squeeze from your upper back and elbows and lift your chest. Good, lower. One more time. From your toes, press. Squeeze your upper back, lift. Good, lower down. Let's press back to plank with your knees down. Good. Tuck your toes, hips come up and back, downward dog. And I'll start lifting my left leg, circling my ankle, moving my hip around, my thigh, my knee, going the other direction. Good. Extend my left leg, look forward, step my left foot through. Good. Drop your right hand, your right knee. Lifting your chest. So we're coming up here. Back knees down, double up your mat, get a towel, whatever you guys need. Drop down into this low lunge. And if you're with me, your left leg is in front. So drop your left hand, reach your right arm up. If that's not the leg that you're on, then just switch the arms, right? Good. Let's come all the way around, right elbow coming outside of your left knee. Press your palms together. Press. So you have the option to stay here with your back knee down. Or if you feel like it, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Now we found ourselves in this low lunge with the palms pressed, prayer twist. That's what it is. Palms pressing together. Good. Back knee down if it's lifted. Hands frame your foot. Step back, downward dog. Pedal it out. Shake that side out. Let's shift forward, plank pose. From your knees or not, lower all the way to your belly. Baby cobra lift. Press up and back. Downward dog. Let's lift your right leg up now. So breathe in, lift. Circling your ankle. Heel to your seat. Maybe you want to open your hip. Move your knee around for some big knee circles. Other direction. Keep pressing your hands into your mat. Look forward and step through. Back knee drops. There we go. So sinking down into your lunge. Let your right hand reach down. I'll join you here in a moment. Right hand down, left arm reaches up and over. Big side stretch. Good. Now start to twist right, left elbow coming outside your right knee. Palms press. Now remember, you have the option to stay here. Maybe this is what your body needs today, right? Perhaps nobody's watching you. We'll never know if you lifted your knee up or down. It doesn't matter. If you're lifting up, take it up. Maybe you can take your gaze over your right elbow. It's all yoga, you guys. It's all good. Good. Hands down to your mat. Let's step to your plank pose. Good. Let your heels drop over to your right. Keep both hands on your mat. Yeah, heels to your left. A little bit of core work. Good. Find your downward dog. Let's take your knees down, toes to touch. Come into a child's pose. Good. Breathe in and out. Let some of that first big movements, let those settle down. Let's pull forward, tabletop, and downward dog. Building up, left leg, reach up. Look between your thumbs, step your left foot through. Now let's come into, spin your back foot down. We're gonna come into warrior one. So maybe you're thinking, wow, Miss Eber, it's been a long time since we did warrior one. Which one is that? I'm gonna turn and face the other way so you can see me here. So warrior one, my left foot is in front, my right leg is back, my right foot's at about 45 degrees. I like to keep my feet kind of spread out to help my hips turn around. Then let's take both arms up. Good. And breathe in as both hips square forward to the front of your mat. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Let's pull your chest open. Take a little turn to the right. We're gonna lower down, left shoulder coming the inside of your left knee. Knuckles reach overhead. Thinking, visualizing maybe your forehead getting closer to the mat. It doesn't have to touch, but we make some room. Pop your left leg out a little to the side to make room for your upper body. Pressing through the back of your right foot, your whole right leg. Big inhale, lift up. Good. Let's open up for warrior two. Now I'll adjust my feet a little bit so my front heel is lining up with my back arch. Zoom, sorry y'all, you don't get to see my head, that's okay. Arms out, warrior two. Straighten your leg, palms touch overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, arms up. Last one, down, warrior two. Let's hold it here. Left knee tracking out towards your pinky toe. Arms reaching in opposite directions. Flip your front palm. Reverse warrior, look up. Good, extended side angle. Left forearm to thigh. Now reach your right arm overhead, so your bicep is by your ear, but let's keep spinning your chest open. Good. Breathe. Don't let this be a resting pose. Let's hover your left elbow and reach your left arm forward too. There we go. Rise up, warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Let's spin your left toes so they're facing the long side of your mat. We're gonna hinge forward, fold. If you can, place your fingertips so they're even with your toes. If that's not available for you, that is totally fine. No one can see you. It's okay. Good, 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 good. Walk your hands back over to your left foot and we'll meet in a downward dog. Take 5 breaths here. Big breath in, right leg is up, look forward, and we'll step through nice and slow. And remember, if your foot doesn't get there, grab it, put it where you want it. Left foot spins down. I'm going to widen my feet a little bit here. And then I'm going to take myself up for warrior one. So both hips are starting to turn forward. And you can bring your feet closer together too, so a shorter stance or wider, up to you. Both arms are up now. Here we go. Good. Now interlace your hands behind your back. Pull your knuckles back. Turn your chest a little to your left. And we're going to bow our head down. Humble warrior. Right shoulder inside of your right knee. Knuckles reaching overhead. Forehead getting closer to the ground. Maybe it's by your shin. Wherever it is, enjoy that moment and just say, this is where I'm at today, body. And that is okay. Keep opening through your chest by reaching your knuckles overhead. Big inhale pulls yourself up. Arms back up. And let's spin open, warrior two. So I'll line my feet up again. Bending down into my front leg. Arms in opposite directions. And we'll straighten your legs, palms touch. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, we're up. Exhale. Last one up. Exhale. Warrior two. Good. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe now. Palms up. Reverse warrior. So reaching your right arm up. Left arm down. Big side bend. And maybe you look up at your right thumb or down at your left. And we'll take your right forearm to your thigh. Side angle pose. Top arm is reaching over. Good. Remember, this is not a resting pose, so let's reach your right arm, your bottom arm forward. Then we'll come all the way up, legs straighten. Right toes kick towards the long side of your mat. We're gonna fold again, one more time, big fold. You can sway if that feels good. Another option is gonna be to interlace your fingers behind your back again and let your knuckles reach overhead. Whatever your body is needing here. Good. Let's take your hands back over by your right foot and let's step into a tabletop shape. Good. We're going to kind of cool ourselves down now. Not too much of our time together today. And let's reach your right arm up and thread your right arm under. So thread the needle, left hand can walk out, around your back. Let this be restful, whatever you need. Even though we're spending a lot of time at home, I think many of us have found that we still have a lot to do. And when we feel that way, taking time for your self-care, even though yoga is your work, it's part of your schoolwork, but you're also physically taking care of your body, taking care of your spirit or your mind. Taking a little break. Left hand under shoulder. Big inhale, right arm is up. And right hand is down. Let's go other side, left arm up. And thread under. Your right arm can walk out, it can reach around your back. Right hand under right shoulder, left hand reaches all the way up. Good, left hand down. And let's take your legs out in front of you, extending them out. And bring the soles of your feet together. And your heels can be closer or further from the body. Try on whatever feels best for you. And let's fold over, nose towards your toes here. Again, shake your head out. I think my neck is a little funky today. So all this neck and shoulder stuff feels good. Let's lift up, another crowd favorite. Let's slide your arms underneath your shins. And now you can still let your head hang down or push your arms against your legs and legs against your arms. Stretch out your upper back. And if that doesn't make sense or it's not right in your body, don't worry about it. Let's start to lift back up. And if at any point you want to change what we're doing, you got it. Don't worry about it. Let's come down and prepare for a twist. So before we get there, let's cross your right ankle at your left knee. Little hip opener first here. We'll do one of these each way. Again, these are our sitting muscles, and it's been told to me through my teachers that in our hips we often store a lot of emotions. So if you feel things are tense or tight, stretching out your hips might be a good way to maybe experience some physical release. Let's switch your figure 4. Walk your hands in. And I like to kind of move side to side, but if that's not good for you, don't worry about that. And let's plant both feet on your mat. Reach your arms forward and roll your spine down super slow. Maybe let out a little sigh of relief or choke on your spit like I did. Let's cactus your arms, and this is one of my favorite twists, to take our knees knocked in and then let your legs drop to your left. So your feet are a little more staggered, and maybe you've got more room here today than we do at school, and you can take your arms out like a T. That's not available, of course, don't worry. And let's get your bottom foot up right above your top knee. If that feels good, it might deepen the stretch here on your hip flexors. If you like that, stay there. If it's too much, don't worry about it. Let's take legs up and over to the right. Again, bottom foot can come up at your top knee if you like. Gaze can go out towards your left thumb. Just try on keeping your eyes closed. Let's come back into center and take your knees into your chest. Hands at your knees, nose up to your knees, squeeze everything in. And on an exhale, release, let everything go. And heels out to the side. Maybe you want to grab a shirt or a jacket or something to place over you, or a blanket if you need. And we'll be about 5 minutes here. And you have full permission to rest and release. Let your body and your breath settle down onto your mat. Let this be your meditation, letting your body completely relax. From the backs of your heels, through your calves and your thighs, let those muscles soften. Relax. Let your belly soften. upper back and your hips, let them completely drop down onto the surface that you're practicing on. In the back of your head. Each exhale, your body is softening. And breathing in and out. Miracle healing. Expect a miracle. You have asked for assistance and it is forthcoming. The more completely you surrender your situation, the more rapidly you will realize your healing. Your situation is already healed in truth. The healed reality is one of several realities that's currently available to you. You have the choice through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions to experience the highest possible reality for yourself. You access your healed situation through faith and gratitude. To feel these powerful emotions, say mentally or out loud to yourself, I am tired of thinking about this situation. I don't want to deal with it any longer. Here, I'm giving it all over and surrendering it. Thank you so much for taking care of everything. Then completely detach from the situation, feeling grateful that your situation is now resolved. In truth, everything and everyone, including myself, is healed right now. I focus on this truth instead of on illusions of fear. And that was from the card that I drew at the beginning of our practice. And yogis, if you are comfortable where you are, go ahead and stay there and allow yourself to just drift off and come back when you're ready. Everybody else, thank you for being here. This was fun. If you liked it, tell me and we can do it again next week or on Friday for your fitness. Bye, you guys. Have a nice Wednesday.